Have you ever looked in the mirror, scrutinizing a new breakout, a persistent redness, or an inexplicable dullness in your complexion, and wondered if the very food you eat could be the culprit? Specifically, have you ever considered the impact of dairy? It's a question that echoes across countless online forums, skincare communities, and even medical consultations. Many claim a direct link between dairy consumption and various skin woes, while others dismiss it as mere anecdotal evidence. Today, we're going to cut through the noise, examine the scientific landscape, and reveal the truth about your skin after 14 days of no dairy. This isn't just about a temporary diet shift. It's about understanding your body, its intricate mechanisms, and how what you put into it genuinely reflects on the outside. For too long, the narrative around dairy and skin has been fraught with half-truths and sensationalism. But as someone deeply immersed in the world of nutrition and its profound impact on the human body, I believe it's time for a clear, evidence-based discussion. We're going to explore the physiological changes that can occur when you eliminate dairy, dissecting the scientific principles at play, and equipping you with the knowledge to make informed decisions about your diet and skin health. So, let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Why do so many people even suspect dairy in the first place? The link between diet and skin has been recognized for centuries, but modern science allows us to delve deeper into the specific mechanisms. When it comes to dairy, the primary suspects are often categorized into a few key areas: hormones, inflammation, and gut health. Understanding these categories is paramount to comprehending what might happen during a 14-day dairy-free trial. First, let's dive right into one of the primary suspects, Insulin-like Growth Factor 1, or IGF-1. This isn't just a fancy scientific term, it's a potent hormone that plays a crucial role in cellular growth and development throughout our bodies. Dairy products, particularly milk, are naturally rich in IGF-1. When you consume dairy, especially frequently, you introduce exogenous IGF-1 into your system, and simultaneously, dairy proteins can stimulate your body's own production of IGF-1. Now, why is this relevant to your skin? Elevated levels of IGF-1 have been strongly linked to increased sebum production, which is the oily substance produced by your sebaceous glands. More sebum means a greater likelihood of clogged pores, creating the perfect breathing ground for acne-causing bacteria. Beyond that, IGF-1 can also promote the proliferation of keratinocytes, which are the cells that make up the outermost layer of your skin. An overproduction of these cells can lead to hyperkeratinization, contributing to the formation of microcomedones, the initial lesions of acne. Furthermore, IGF-1 can enhance the activity of androgen hormones, which are well-known drivers of acne, particularly in hormonal acne cases. So you have a cascade effect. Dairy leads to higher IGF-1, which leads to more oil, more skin cell buildup, and increased hormonal activity, all culminating in a higher risk of breakouts and inflammation. Secondly, we must consider the inflammatory potential of dairy. Inflammation is the body's natural response to injury or infection, but chronic, low-grade inflammation can wreak havoc on various systems, including your skin. Dairy contains several components that can act as inflammatory triggers for susceptible individuals. For instance, the proteins found in milk, particularly casein and whey, can be recognized by the immune system as foreign invaders, leading to an inflammatory response. For individuals with dairy sensitivities or allergies, this response can manifest as redness, swelling, and aggravated skin conditions like eczema or rosacea. Even without a full-blown allergy, many people experience subtle inflammatory reactions to dairy. This systemic inflammation can contribute to the formation of inflammatory acne lesions, such as papules and pustules, and can exacerbate existing skin conditions, making them more persistent and difficult to manage. The body's inflammatory pathways are complex, and certain cytokines, signaling molecules involved in inflammation, can be upregulated by dairy consumption in some individuals, creating a pro-inflammatory environment that directly impacts skin health and appearance. Thirdly, the role of gut health cannot be overstated when discussing skin conditions.
there's a powerful and increasingly recognized gut-skin axis, a bidirectional communication pathway between your intestinal microbiome and your skin. Dairy can impact this axis in several ways. For individuals with lactose intolerance, consuming dairy leads to undigested lactose fermenting in the gut, causing bloating, gas, and discomfort. This can disrupt the delicate balance of the gut microbiome, leading to dysbiosis, an imbalance of beneficial and harmful bacteria. A compromised gut barrier, often referred to as leaky gut, can allow inflammatory compounds and toxins to enter the bloodstream, which can then trigger systemic inflammation that manifests on the skin. Furthermore, dairy, particularly conventionally produced dairy, can contain antibiotics and growth hormones that might further alter the gut microbiome in ways that negatively impact skin health. A healthy gut microbiome is crucial for nutrient absorption, immune regulation, and detoxification, all of which directly influence the clarity and vitality of your skin. Disruptions in this internal ecosystem can quickly translate into external skin issues. Now that we understand the underlying scientific mechanisms, let's explore what you might realistically experience over a 14-day period of going dairy-free. This isn't a guarantee of miraculous transformation for everyone, as individual responses vary greatly, but it provides a framework for what to observe and understand. Days 1 through 3, the initial adjustment phase. The first few days can be challenging. Your body is accustomed to regular dairy intake, and removing it can sometimes lead to what some describe as a detox phase. You might experience temporary changes in your energy levels, mood, or even digestive patterns as your gut microbiome begins to adapt. For some, there might be a slight increase in breakouts during this initial period. This isn't necessarily a bad sign. It could be your skin purging toxins or adjusting to the change in your internal environment. It's crucial during these days to stay well hydrated, focusing on water and herbal teas, and to ensure you're replacing dairy with nutrient-dense alternatives like leafy greens, fortified plant milks, and lean proteins to maintain satiety and energy. Don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate improvements. Your body needs time to recalibrate. You might notice subtle changes in digestion, perhaps less bloating or discomfort if you previously experienced mild lactose intolerance. Days 4 through 7, subtle shifts and emerging patterns. As you move into the middle of your 14-day journey, you might start to observe more noticeable, albeit still subtle, changes. Digestive issues that were present before might begin to subside. You might feel a general sense of lightness or improved gut comfort. On the skin front, you might notice a reduction in overall redness or inflammation, especially if you had underlying conditions like rosacea or inflammatory acne. The skin might feel less oily as IGF-1 levels begin to normalize, potentially leading to a decrease in sebum production. Some individuals report feeling their skin less congested or having a smoother texture. This is the period where patience truly becomes a virtue. It's not always a dramatic overhaul, but rather a gradual shift towards a more balanced internal state that starts to reflect externally. Pay close attention to how your skin feels when you wake up in the morning or how it reacts to your regular skincare routine. Are certain areas that were consistently inflamed starting to calm down? Days 8 to 14, the truth revealed phase. This is where the most significant changes, if they are to occur, will likely manifest. By the end of 2 weeks, your body has had ample time to adjust to the absence of dairy. If dairy was a significant trigger for your skin issues, you might observe a marked improvement in several areas. Breakouts might be significantly reduced in frequency and severity, with existing lesions healing faster. The skin's overall tone might appear more even, and redness or hyperpigmentation might diminish. Many report a reduction in oiliness, leading to a less shiny complexion throughout the day. The texture of your skin could feel smoother and less bumpy. For those dealing with eczema or rosacea, symptoms such as itching, scaling, or flushing might be considerably lessened. This period is critical for self-observation. Keep a skin journal, noting changes in breakouts, oiliness, redness, texture, and overall glow. This objective tracking will be invaluable in determining dairy's impact on your unique skin. It's also a time when energy levels may stabilize, and you might experience improved sleep quality, both of which indirectly contribute to healthier skin. The clarity you might gain in your complexion isn't just superficial. It's a reflection of reduced systemic inflammation and a more balanced hormonal environment. Beyond the 14-day mark, what should you do? If you've observed significant improvements in your skin and overall well-being, this suggests that dairy might indeed be a trigger for you. At this point, you have a few options. You could continue a dairy-free lifestyle, ensuring you adequately replace essential nutrients like calcium, vitamin D, and protein from other sources. Excellent alternatives include fortified plant milks, almond, soy, oat, leafy green vegetables, calcium-set tofu, and a variety of nuts and seeds. Alternatively, you might consider a strategic reintroduction phase. This is crucial for truly identifying your specific triggers. Don't just dive back into a dairy-heavy diet. Instead, reintroduce one type of dairy at a time, in moderate amounts, and observe your skin's reaction over a few days. For example, you might start with a small amount of yogurt, wait 3 days, then try cheese, wait 3 days, and so on. This methodical approach will help you pinpoint whether certain dairy products, or dairy in general, are problematic for you. You might find that you tolerate fermented dairy, like yogurt or kefir, better than milk or cheese, due to their lower lactose content and probiotic benefits. Or you might discover that only conventional dairy impacts you, while organic or A2 milk has no adverse effects. This personalized approach is the ultimate goal of any dietary experiment. It's also essential to remember that skin health is multifactorial. While dairy can be a significant factor for some, it's rarely the only factor. A holistic approach to skin health also considers other dietary influences, such as high sugar intake, refined carbohydrates, and processed foods, all of which can contribute to inflammation and breakouts. Stress management is paramount. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which can trigger oil production and inflammation. Adequate sleep is vital for cellular repair and regeneration. And of course, a consistent and appropriate skincare routine tailored to your skin type and concerns complements any internal dietary changes. Your skin is a canvas, and its appearance is a reflection of your overall health and lifestyle. In conclusion, the truth revealed after 14 days of no dairy is not a universal decree, but rather a personalized insight into your body's unique response. For many, this short-term elimination can offer profound clarity, unveiling a direct link between dairy consumption and persistent skin issues like acne, redness, and inflammation. The scientific evidence points to complex interactions involving IGF-1, inflammatory pathways, and the gut microbiome as potential culprits. By understanding these mechanisms, and by carefully observing your own body during a dairy-free trial, you empower yourself to make informed nutritional choices that can significantly impact the health and appearance of your skin. This journey is about self-discovery, listening to your body, and recognizing the powerful connection between what you eat and how you look and feel. If you found this deep dive into the dairy-skin connection insightful and are curious to learn more about how nutrition impacts your body, please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us continue to bring you evidence-based information to empower your health journey.